Hi, I'm Raya and this is Wondering About Wolves. Today we're looking at the Wolves versus Southampton match review.
Yeah, disappointing 2-0 defeat.
Definitely disappointing.
And that means that we're out of the FA Cup.
Yeah, that was our hope, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the one thing we thought maybe
this
this season, we're not doing very in the league, maybe have a good run in the cup, but it's not to be. So, what's first on your agenda?
The goals. And sadly, it's both the Southampton.
Yeah, so...
I'd like to see some Wolves players on.
Yeah, that would be nice, yeah. But like you say, it's Southampton goals we've got to talk about. Yeah. So, the first goal, you want to tell us about that?
It was by Danny Ings. VAR, it was
they had to have a check, didn't they?
If it was offside or wasn't.
Yeah, VAR had to check it.
It wasn't. Ruddy was unlucky.
He was.
He saved it. It bounced back off him as he was running.
Yeah, it was.
It's just unlucky.
An element of luck for Southampton there. Then VAR checked it, like you say, and he was onside just about.
Yeah, like just about.
Just about onside.
Was it Sace that made him onside?
Well, Sace was the one who tried to play him offside. But he was level with Kilman.
Oh, Kilman.
He was level with Kilman. Sace was the one who tried to play him offside. And like you say, John Ruddy did well. He came out.
He got it.
You know, he blocked the shot, but he bounced back, hit Danny Ings, and then rolled into the net. Yeah. So that put us 1-0 down. But then there was more to come, wasn't there?
Yeah. Armstrong scored. It was a bad back pass from Dendonka. It was bumping, and then Ruddy tried to get his leg up, but he should have just whacked it and cleared it. But like, I understand why he didn't, because like if he belted it, it was
it was 90 minutes on the clock. So if he'd have belted it out for like a throw, then just the clock's running down. He tried to get it back to Dendonka because we need to keep the ball to try and get up the pitch, but. Well, the first point of that is, like you say, it was a bad back pass. Yeah. Really awkward one. You know, it was right by the post, right on the byline, bouncing up to this sort of height. Yeah.
He needed to do better than
so, but then, like you say, I think if that was at another point in the game, you know, earlier on, he'd have just put his foot through it and belted it out. Yeah,
because it was at the last...
When you're in the 90th minute, he knows that if he just belts it out, then the clock's going to run down and we're going to lose the game. So he tries to get it back to Dendonka so then Dendonka can put it upfield. Maybe he could have tried to get his laces around it and tried to volley up the pitch, which is difficult and awkward skill because the post's right next to him.
Yeah, right there.
So, it's an error from Dendonka. It's an error from Ruddy, but you know that you can understand why the error happened. And a good finish from their player. You know, he stuck it in the corner.
It hit the post. Sace tried to
he tried to do a diving header, didn't he, to keep it out, but he passed it right into the corner with a good composed finish.
It hit the post and then went in.
And then that was it. Game over. 2-0 down and no way back. Never looked like coming back into it. They even almost got a penalty, didn't they? Just outside the box, so we got away with that one. So a terribly disappointing day, terribly disappointing performance. What's next on your agenda? Is it something terribly disappointing?
No, actually, it's Dylan's Fact of the Day.
Southampton is by the sea. That makes it very convenient for when they want to get rid of a manager. Has anyone seen Maurizio Pellegrino since he was fired? Just saying.
Thanks for that, Dylan. Next on the agenda is the player ratings.
Yeah, the player ratings. Yeah. So, I guess we're not going to have many high scores here.
No.
So tell us first of all what you gave John Ruddy.
I gave him a 6. Overall, he did well. He should have done better with the passes.
Yeah, that was his error, wasn't it? That error, but we understand why that error happened.
You can look at it both ways.
Yeah, it was a bad back pass, and it was at the time of the game when he had to try and keep the ball in play.
Other than that, I think he did well, except for the unlucky goal against that.
Yeah, he was even unlucky with their first goal. Yeah, he saved us again another couple of times with some good saves. Yeah, overall, it's a shame really, because if that last goal didn't happen and we just lost 1-0, he could have got a higher score. It's just that last one you had to take a little bit off him because you have got to.
You feel like
you do feel bad for him, but you have got to take a point off him as well because he could have put his foot through it, you know, and tried to just lamp it up the field. But he was in an awkward position by the post, by the touchline and a bouncing ball. It was hard for him.
Yeah. Next, Hoover, a 6. He was okay. He had some errors, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Hoover was all right. What let him down on occasion was just the final ball. Sometimes he got into a decent position. One time we had a break in the first half, and we had a couple of players running. Hoover had the ball out wide, and he just ended up knocking it straight to the head of the centre half. You know, and something could have come from that. A couple of times he gave the ball away with like a bad cross or a bad pass. But overall, I thought he was quite good. He was quite lively. You know, trying to get on the front foot. He was nicking the ball off him. When he could get his foot in, and that's all. Overall, I think he was okay. Hoover.
Yeah. Next is Dendoncker. I gave him a 5. That bad back pass, really frustrating, you know. It sort of cost us the goal.
And I don't think he wasn't great overall anyway, Donker, was he?
I would have gave him like
probably the worst
6.
out of that. Yeah, without that error, maybe a 6. But again, that back pass was poor. But I think he was the worst of our defenders anyway. Even without the back pass, I think he was the worst one of our defenders.
Next is Sace, a 7. He was one of our better players. Good blocks, good passes.
He put some good passes. He put an odd bad one out as well, but he put a lot of good ones out.
A lot of good
blocks. Yeah. He got at the end of a couple of things in their box with a volley and a header.
He just messed it up like.
It was I think the thing is it's the offside. You know, maybe you could have knocked a grade off him and gave him a 6 for that, because he should have really gone with the run and not stepped up to try and play things offside. But I think, like you say, overall, a good performance from Sace. I like him in that sweeper role. You know, I think like he's a good alternative to Cody in that role.
Next is my man of the match, Kilman.
Yep.
I gave him a 7 as well.
Yeah.
He did like good blocks. He defended well.
Yeah, he did a good block in the first half, didn't he? Yeah, that was on target. That was going. So he did well to get a block on it. He was steady defensively. He dealt with the threats that came down his side of the pitch well. Yeah, I think
he was our best player.
Yeah, I think you got to say a good, steady, strong performance again from Kilman. So I think it's fair enough that he gets your man of the match with it. But a 7, I mean, somebody who got a 7 has got man of the match. So that shows how low the scores are, because usually like 8s and 9s get man of the match, don't they? Yeah.
8s and 9s, yeah. Next is Johnny. He went off. I gave him a 6.
Yeah.
He had a decent performance.
Yeah. It's hard to give him too much more because he's only played half the game. But he was fine when he was on again. Yeah. Decent performance when he was on. Good to have him back, and he looks fine, and he didn't look like he's struggling or he can't find his way back into it, or he's rusty. He looks like same as he always was. So that's good to see. But again, only played half the game.
Yeah. Can't really give him much.
It's hard, yeah.
Next is Neves. Gave him a 6 as well. He messed up that free kick. Where's the wonder goals gone?
They've dried up, ain't they? Yeah. The wonder goals have dried up. He ate a good one for a long time. A long time. And again, we had that free kick in a dangerous area of the pitch.
If he could have got one of
and he just hit the wall again.
I know.
He ain't even getting it like over the wall and making the keeper make a save. Or it's just hitting the wall.
It's just hitting. It's just like get it over.
Disappointing with his efforts from long range for a long time. They haven't been like they used to be. He was always having cracking efforts to go on it, but they've dried up. They really have. Overall, a 6. Some decent stuff, but not as good as he has been recently.
Yeah. Next, Martinho, also a 6 as well. He wasn't as effective as like he has been in recent games.
Yeah, against Leicester he played well, and the second half against Arsenal he played well. Albeit against 9 men. He seemed to be coming back into some form. Yeah. But today, I don't want to say he was poor, but I don't think he was as good today as he was against Leicester.
He was doing some good passes out wide to Hoover as well. He
did get the ball out to Hoover sometimes, but I think he just didn't have a grip on the game as much as against Leicester. I think he had more control of the game. Today, not as much as against Leicester, so a 6.
Next, Gibbs White. He was off. He went off.
Yeah,
he was booked as well. I gave him a 5. But do you think that was a penalty?
Well, that's a talking point. I think it's one of them where the referee didn't give it, so VAR looked at it and they say fair enough.
I think that some referees would have given
I think some referees would, and I think if they did, VAR, when they looked at it, would have stuck with it. They wouldn't have changed it. It was just one of them where the VAR would have left it with whatever the ref said, and unfortunately for us, the referee said no.
So if he said yes, then I think it would.
So he could have earned us a penalty. Unlucky perhaps not to earn us a penalty. An odd nice touch here and there, but just not enough.
And he was largely ineffective.
He was, It's just not enough from him. We need more from him to be able to think he's a player we can count on. At the minute, you look at him and think, and I really want to use him because every time we use him, he don't really do a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 5.
Next, Silva, he was subbed off, a 5. Some same problems as usual.
Same problems as normal.
You know, he hasn't got the physicality, he don't hold the ball up.
Yeah, you can just watch one of our old videos and we'll just say the same things again. Silva's struggling with the same things that we've been saying he's been struggling with for the last few months. He just, the physicality
he needs to improve on certain things like physicality.
Yeah. His hold up play, he gets knocked off the ball too easily. The centre halves and too big and too strong for him. He had one effort that he put over, that he got managed to get to in front of the defender. But again, a frustrating night really for Silva.
Yeah, next, Vitina, he was subbed off as well. A 5, ineffective.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for Vitina and Gibbs-White to an extent because they've been asked to play in the roles of Traore and Neto as wide attackers. They're both not wide attackers.
No, they're not.
They both want to play in the number 10.
Like number 10,
And Gibbs-White, but that's where they're best. If you want to play him, you've got to play him in that number 10 role.
Yeah, if you want them to be the best, in the best position.
That's where they play. We're asking them to, to play as a wide right and a wide left for Gibbs-White and Vitina. You're asking them to play out of position, and they're not suited to playing there like Traore and Neto are. They're not dribblers and speed merchants like them guys. When Traore and Neto get the ball, they can attack with pace. When Gibbs-White and Vitina got it, they ain't got in the locker. They ain't got in the locker. They can't get at people, take them on and zoom with the ball. They're more like players who like to pick the ball up in the little spaces and thread balls through and do little link-up plays here and there, 1-2s.
So it's hard.
Yeah, so I do feel sorry for them, but they were both ineffective, but they were both out of position.
Yeah, and for subs, Aït-Nouri, a 6. He recovered well to stop a counter-attack.
He did, yeah. Well remembered. I don't know if a lot of people remember that, but Southampton did get on a good counter-attack at one point. And Vitina recovered well and won the ball for us.
Aït-Nouri.
Sorry, I'm still on Vitina. My brain's still on Vitina and Gibbs-White in the number 10 role. Aït-Nouri, recovered well. And won the ball for us. I thought he was okay when he came on. Aït-Nouri, I couldn't criticise him. I thought he was okay.
He did do
no, there wasn't nothing amazing. Well, there wasn't nothing amazing,
but nothing
poo with him. I thought he was okay when he came on. Aït-Nouri.
Next is Traore. Gave him a 6. He forced the keeper to give a save.
Yeah,
it was a good save. He just got his foot to it.
Yeah. That was our only effort on target.
Neto set that up as well.
Yes, he did. A good cross from Neto. And that was our only effort on target in the whole game. The Southampton goalkeeper had to make 1 save.
I know. And then John Ruddy was like...
John Ruddy had to make quite a few, didn't he? I mean, we conceded 2 and he had to make, 2 or 3 other saves as well. So disappointed. But like you said, Traore with the only effort on target. He tried, he huffed and he puffed. We'd have a lot of joy when he come on, so a 6.
Next, Jose, a 5. Anonymous. You didn't even know he was on the pitch, did you?
He kept the ball and linked it once, I think. I remember him feeding the ball to him, he kept it and linked it, and that was about it.
Yeah.
That was about all I saw.
And then he was like, oh, has he disappeared? Where's he gone?
Yeah, just couldn't get involved in the game. Same as the last game against Leicester. He couldn't get involved. When we saw him before that, in his previous appearances, he was involved in the game more.
He was like, oh, he's good. This will be a good player.
I know today he wasn't on that long, but today and against Leicester, he wasn't involved enough in the game. He was he went missing. Went missing. So we need more from him.
Next, Neto, a 7. He tried some great runs.
Well,
he did that one great run that was
the free kick. Oh yeah, and he created. Neves his free kick.
Yeah.
That came about because of a tremendous run. He got to beat 3 or 4 of them. Boom, 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 boom. And then they brought him down. They brought him down. But then, like we've said, Neves had the free kick and came to nothing.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, he created the chance for Adama. That was a good run and cross, and that was our best chance of the game that the goalkeeper saved with his foot. So Neto, he was the only one really creating for us in the whole game. Neto was only on, I don't know, how long was he on? 15, 20 minutes, something like that.
Something like that.
But he was the one who created our best opportunities, the one for Adama, and that gave us that free kick in a good area. Both came through his direct running and tremendous dribbling ability.
So just that short amount of time he's created that. So if he was on the whole game, maybe he could have got a goal.
Exactly, yeah. So Kilman gets man of the match, you say, overall with a 7. Yeah, okay.
And next on the agenda is the general performance.
Oh yeah, this is disappointing as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
It's a bad score, I'm going to warn
Go on
you.
then, tell us about it then. Tell us about it.
So, first half I gave a 5 out of 10. There were some good blocks and we wasn't going, like, leaving anything going forwards, was we?
No, we was ineffective going forward, aren't we?
Some good blocks.
Defensively we did okay in terms of
right
Kilman and Sainz did some good blocks, you know, with their defensive
but then
work.
up front, like...
Ruddy was called into action a few times. So the 5 really is for like the work of Ruddy, for the work of Kilman, for the work of Sainz. Hoover was decent, but then everybody else. Going forward, I'm talking about here, players like Vitina, Gibbs White, Silva, nothing happening. Nothing happening at all.
You need to be doing better, don't you?
Yeah. So a 5 for the first half.
Yeah, and then for the second half, a 4. We conceded 2 goals. We had 1 shot on target, and that was through the whole game.
Yeah.
You know, conceding 2 as well.
Yeah, second half, you got to lower the score because the first half we've drawn it 0-0. Second half we've lost it 2-0. Goals conceded. Not enough tempo in our play. You know, when we've gone behind, I wanted us to really get on the front foot and create things. We struggled to do that. We only had that one effort at goal.
To create chances and take them.
Yeah, so we never looked like going anything, did we?
Never.
Southampton always looked the better team, even when we was losing. He thought, let's
I
have a
think
go.
they deserved to win, didn't they?
They did deserve to win.
They were the better team.
Really disappointing performance. So what's your overall score for the performance?
It's a 4. We started the wrong team, I think.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't go strong enough.
Yeah.
Well, I could see Nuno was trying to, like, rest some players.
Yeah.
But then, like, he brought them on.
Yeah. I think, like...
We was desperate, like...
Yeah, we wanted to have a good go in the Cup, didn't we? And we'd been saying, let's have a good strong goal for the Cup.
Yeah, it's like, win the Cup, because all we're going to do this season is get mid-table. It's not like we're going to go Europa League.
No.
And push, like, top 6.
I think a lot of fans will be disappointed with the team that started. In particular, I think the main issue I'm talking about is Traore, Neto and Jose.
Yeah,
the front three, the guys at the top of the pitch. That's your main attacking trio that we've got at the moment. And none of them played.
No, not even.
And we played the guys whom they're backups essentially. And you can see why them the backups. You can see why these guys don't play.
Not as good.
Like I said, I do feel a bit sorry for Gibbs White and Vitina because they had to play in wide positions when really the number 10s. So they're playing out of position. But just nothing going forward. Started the wrong team. I think every Wolves fan will agree. We should have gone strong and gone for it. So... disappointing choice from Nuno to put his trust in those players because the players he has given a chance to haven't really repaid him, have they? You know, they've let him down. He's given him a chance.
Yeah, saying, look, this is your chance.
Yeah, go out there, show us that you can be in the team.
You can be the first team and play every week.
Yeah, and they haven't taken that opportunity. So, a very disappointing night, very disappointing result, very disappointed to be out of the Cup.
Just a disappointing night, isn't it?
It is altogether. Yeah. What's next on the agenda?
Next, it's just the sign off.
Oh, okay. Over to you then, away you go.
So, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on the game. And make sure you join us next time for the Wolves versus Southampton match preview. And Dad, I've got something for you. There.
What's this for?
It's a stress ball. You squeeze it and get all your anger out.
A stress ball?
Yes, we will be needing these.
To get our anger out?
Yeah.
To squeeze?